Live streaming any second now. I just got to make sure I hit mute when we go live. Still not live. Still waiting. And here we go. Okay. Hey guys, that's Savytechgirl here. It is episode number 6 of our weekly technology update. And we have Streaming Wend with us. Hey Wend, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Good. And do we also have another guest with us today?
Hello.
Say hi. This is our non-technology friend, Barb. Hi, Barb.
Hi, everyone.
Barb's going to be here asking us lots of questions tonight, guys.
Of course.
I don't know what she's going to ask, but we're soon going to find out.
It's a big mystery.
Sorry I had to cancel the show last night. I've been a little bit under the weather lately. I just dragged my rear end out of bed to do this show, so hopefully I make it through the entire thing. I do have some, I don't know, what is that? Oh, club soda. It's got nothing in it. I don't know if that's going to help much, but
you need some caffeine in there.
I think I do need a little bit of caffeine. I've had a few Starbucks. I don't get paid to say Starbucks. I just want to say that. But maybe that will keep me awake a little bit today, hopefully.
I hope so.
So what's going on in the technology world? Streaming Wend, what's up?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just getting a lot of rest this week and relaxation.
What about your sister-in-law? Is she doing any technology stuff this week?
I don't know. She was asking for me to do some updates. I don't know.
Some updates on Kodi.
That's a good thing you came to this show because that's what we talk about.
I know. I need to learn that.
Awesome. Do you watch our show, Barb, ever?
I watch it as much as I can.
Oh, how often is that?
Well, because it's on Thursday evenings, unfortunately, I don't always catch it.
Oh, but they're already on our YouTube channel. So you guys can watch it anytime, which is the best thing. And I did finally this week get some videos put up. I don't know if anybody noticed, but Raspberry Pi videos are online. Have to edit a few more. I'm doing Raspberry Pi with Kodi set up so that the video is made. I just have to do the editing, so I hope to get that up in the next couple of days. Did you watch those, Wend?
I haven't had time with all my resting and relaxation this week to watch them.
March
but I
break.
will.
And we're shopping tomorrow, so you can't do it tomorrow.
I know. Maybe on Sunday. Oh, no, you're coming over on Sunday.
Somebody has a birthday coming up.
Somebody does.
Somebody. So hang on. I want to show you something. This is for Barb. This is special. Okay, hang on, Barb. Ready? Wait a minute. Okay, there we go. So this is for Barb. Happy birthday, Barb.
Oh, thank you. Yay. Thank you so much.
Barb. Yay. That's just special for Barb today.
That's right. I love my birthday.
Yes, she does love her birthday. And she's going to be, I think, 29 or something. Oh, my dog's here. Yeah. She's here.
Oh, dog.
Well, Pippa. Her name's Pippa.
Oh, Pippa, yeah.
All right, guys, so we're going to get into talking a little bit about technology. Streaming Wend is going to be watching the chats. We're going to make sure that we get all of your questions. My show is always on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was sick this week. I had to switch it to Friday night, but it will be going back to Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. First thing I want to talk about is I've had some discussions with people over the last few months, so I'm going to say since July, when Windows 10 came out. And when people go and do the upgrade for Windows 10, I don't know if did you ever do a Windows 10 upgrade, Wend?
My kids did.
Okay, so when you go, as soon as you go to do the upgrade, it asks you to set up a Microsoft account if you don't already have one. And they make it a little bit confusing because they actually make you believe you have to have a Microsoft account in order to install Windows 10, which is very far from the truth. But when you're setting it up, I'm going to share my screen with you because I want to show you. Can you see my screen there, Wendy?
I could see it.
Okay, so when you go through and set it up, they actually are asking you to set up your information here to get a Microsoft account.
No, we can't see your screen. Sorry.
You can't see the screen now?
No, I could see you.
Hang on a second. Can you see it now?
Hold on, something's coming. Yep.
Okay. So when you are doing your Windows 10 upgrade or installation, it's going to ask you a few questions. And the first question it's going to say is, do you have a Microsoft account? I believe that they're trying to be a little bit like Apple when it comes to this, because when you set up an Apple device, they ask you for your iCloud account. But they made it look as if you couldn't skip. And here I'm showing you the screen. In the bottom left-hand corner, skip this step. If you click there and go into your next step, you do not have to create a Microsoft account. Okay, this has caused so many issues, and the reason it causes an issue is people create the account thinking they are never going to need it again. And about 3 days later, they shut their computer off for the first time, and then they phone me. And they say that they don't have a Microsoft account, and they've never created a Microsoft account, and they can't click and start Windows. So I just wanted to go through that and just explain to you that you can absolutely skip that step. I was just having a conversation with somebody today, and that is the exact problem they were having. They had no idea what their password was. They had no idea what their Microsoft email account was. And I had to go in and reset it so they could start using their computer again. So I just wanted
all these passwords.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't think that they're ever going to need it again, because in previous versions of Windows, you haven't had to do that step. They've never asked for that before. And a lot of people just think that the next time you boot up, if you wanted that password option, you would go into the control panel and then you would go into your security settings. But no, the next time you start your computer up, it automatically comes up and says username and password, and nobody knows what it is because they didn't realize that they needed to write that information down. Okay, so you do not need to do it. Just push this, skip this step, and then everything will install without all the annoying passwords. And then the second thing is, when you do a Windows update, be very careful because they try and get you to set up an account again. They're really trying to make people use their cloud option. And for that reasoning, it's fantastic. But for the reasoning of remembering your username and password, it's a nightmare. And I've had so many customers over the last couple of months that it's, I just thought I would like to bring that to everybody's attention. You do not have to have a Microsoft account in order to use Windows 10. If you want one, absolutely set it up, but it is not required. So I just wanted to cover that off first. All right, so how's everything going in the chat room?
Everything's going okay. The only question that I do have right now is whether you have Raspberry Pi 3 for Kodi set up.
I do not yet, and part of that reason is because I haven't been well. So I've been dragging my butt a little bit with the programming and stuff this week. But I'm going to say give me 2 weeks, and it's going to be identical to the Raspberry Pi 2 video that I put online. It won't be any different, except for you may be using a different version of Kodi. That'll be about the only difference you're going to see. Did you try and update yours, Wendy?
I didn't. I'm still waiting for you to put it on my SD card.
Oh, yes, I forgot. We're doing that tomorrow, aren't we? Yes, my memory. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, so I asked, oh, look at that. We have an Elizabeth. Ask Barbara what she's wearing. Barbara, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing a lovely ensemble from Kohl's.
Oh, from
Not Walmart?
Not Walmart, Kohl's.
And we are not getting paid for any of that advertising. We are saying that
No, I'm not.
out of the goodness of our hearts. I would just like to add that in there.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elizabeth, for your Lovely question.
Thank you for your concern over my
Isabel,
fashion wardrobe.
we should get Elizabeth on this show at some point. I think that would be...
I think that would be a fine idea.
Okay, so I've been talking about Raspberry Pi a lot, and a couple of times I have mentioned an Arduino board. And I want to show you guys what an Arduino board is. So can you see that? Hang on a second.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an Arduino board. All right, so it is a microcomputer like a Raspberry Pi, except it doesn't have as much functionality. And by that I mean you have to do more programming to it. So I would use something like this to, let's say, automate underground water, like sprinkler system at your house. So it's got digital and analog inputs and outputs. On here, let me see if I can show you. There is simply a connection for a USB. So the white connection there, that just connects to your computer. And then the black connection is the power. So it's just low power. I think it's about 7 volts on it. And then on the top, if you can see that, it's got some connections on the board. And that is where you start putting your analog inputs and outputs, digital inputs and outputs. So for people that are interested in microcomputers, this costs about $20. And again, your possibilities of what you can do with them are endless. I wouldn't say that you would use this for a media center. This is more for applications such as turning lights on and off in the house, maybe. Like I said, the water underground sprinkler system, you want to put it on a timer. I'm going to be using one of these for solar panels on a swimming pool. So at certain times of day, if the sun comes out for a certain period of time, then the system will open up and the solar panels will be used. But again, $20. Possibilities are endless, and I have mentioned them a few times in my videos, so I just wanted to show you guys what they're all about. Okay, any questions, just drop me an email. You can buy them in quite a few different locations, and I will sort of send you in the right direction, but you definitely need some programming background for them. But saying that, there's hundreds and hundreds of tutorials online, so they're a great little device. And look at the size, they're not even, I don't know, compare that to my can of pop, right? So it's pretty tiny, and it's a little microcomputer, so I just wanted to show you guys that.
Okay, so Bob is listening in or watching.
Hello, Bob.
Bob.
Bob, were you able to, Bob was having some problems with his Kodi this week. What happened was, so first of all, last week we talked about Israel TV add-on that was causing some issues, and Media Center's add-ons were gone. So he did a reinstall, and when he turned it on, I believe what happened was he went back to his screen, and there he didn't have one add-on left. Is that what happened to you too, Wend?
No, I didn't upgrade yet.
Okay. Because I know he lost all his add-ons, and I sent him to my YouTube site to watch the videos. So I just wondered if he can answer that question. I just wondered if his Kodi box is up and running again yet.
Okay, we'll watch for that.
See if he answers.
I do have a question from Otis.
Okay.
He is trying to update his Fire Stick through each file and click on the arm for the Android, and it does nothing. So he's trying to update to 16 Jarvis and from 15.2.
Okay. So when you get the ARM file, what happens is you need to copy that file over to the stick. So I'm not sure exactly how Otis is doing it. So he said he clicks on the ARM from Android and it does nothing. Did he say he's going one by one? Is that what he said?
It sounds like he's going one by one. Yeah.
All right. So what I would suggest is you take that Fire Stick and essentially you're reformatting it. So you're going to take it back to nothing. You're going to load the new ARM file onto the device. When you start that stick for the first time, it's going to see the new ARM file and go through a full installation. If you watch my, I believe it's Raspberry Pi part 2 of the Kodi setup, you will see that. And that will then immediately walk you through the setup. So try that, start from scratch, copy the ARM file onto the Fire Stick, put it into your TV, your whatever device you're using, and see what happens when you do that. If you still have problems, just drop me an email, let me know, and I can help walk you through it or send you to a video link for that.
So Bob did reply. He says, yes, it is. So I guess he's up and running.
Fantastic. And I'm going to just do this for that. Hang on a second. Bear with me. See what I've got here. What have I got? And my dog is getting into something, so. There you go. There you go. Great, great.
Okay, so Mr. Valancourt is wondering, he's watching House of Cards.
Yep.
And it has subtitles. Can he get rid of them?
No, you can't get rid of them because the subtitles are on that particular feed that you're watching. If you were to watch a different feed, find a different feed, and then you will probably not have the subtitles with it. But it automatically comes with that file that you're streaming from. So unfortunately, there is no way. It's like when you start watching one of those new movies that have, like when Star Wars first came out, and all the subtitles were in Japanese or Chinese, and they're across the entire screen. That's just built into the file, so you cannot get rid of it at that point.
Yeah, you get used to them anyways, right?
Yeah, you do. You just ignore them, right? Pretend they're not there.
So Bob wants to know what the best app for Kodi TV is, but he spelled Kodi C-O-D-I, so I don't know if that's something different.
So Kodi is spelled O-D-I. So the best, what I'm going to say right now, I think the best add-on is the DNA Pro. I did a video for it this week. It is on my YouTube channel, and it's being updated on a regular basis, and you can get all the live stations worldwide. So American, you got the US channels in there, you got the UK channels, and it's really fast. Have you tried it at all, girl?
Yeah, of course. I got that one. It's actually really good.
And
yeah,
it's so quick, eh? Like you click the link and it's up and running within seconds.
Yeah, the other one's pretty good too. The IPTV one.
Which?
Extreme Codes.
Okay, yep.
It's
and I didn't use that. Is it just as quick, or?
It seems to be pretty quick. I think I feel like it's still being developed. Like there's a lot of blank areas. You know, like if you go to video on demand, it's blank and
yep,
sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, and a lot of them are sort of a work in progress. Some of them get maybe released a little bit prematurely as well. The good thing is over the they'll calm down a little bit for, oh, hang on, my dog. Sorry. Yeah, so everything's really calmed down over the last couple of weeks. I can definitely tell you that the version of SMC that we spoke about a few weeks back is no longer. They've actually put that project on the back burner, so that will not be coming out. So SMC and FMC, as they were talking about it before, are not going to go to full development. There are other things that are being worked on in the background, but as it stands right now, everything's sort of calmed down. And for any of the third-party developers, as long as it's being made very clear that they are third-party and that the people that are using them are not going to Kodi.t, they are actually to people like us or going to the actual third-party developers themselves, then I think everything will keep going without any issues. So it's really calmed down over the last few weeks. But if anybody's looking for the SMC or the FMC, they will not be coming out. So Kodi it is for now, and I think it's only going to get better as we go along, because we've picked up a lot of new third-party developers, and they're adding a lot to what's happening. So I'm pretty pleased.
So two viewers, both named John, are using Live Mix, and they really like it.
Yeah.
So I like it too.
Yeah, I like it too, actually. Live Mix is, there's been a lot of people saying that DNA Pro is a copy of Live Mix, and vice versa. And you know what? I think right now, the way I look at it is, personally, I would be honored if there's an add-on that I make and somebody wants to, it's open source, if somebody wants to go in there and sort of take that as a starting point, I think I'd be honored that and making it their own. So I think those two are a lot alike, but Live Mix is definitely one of the ones that the top developers right now are recommending, and I myself, I'm using it and I think it's great. I've also switched builds. This week I'm using the Apollo 7 build now, so I'm testing that out, and I will do a full review of it. So far I'm impressed. I like it's very clean, it's very easy to use. Menus very simple, so I'll do a full review of the Apollo 7. I think that's one of the ones that somebody mentioned last week.
Okay, yeah, I haven't heard of that one either. Craig says Phoenix has updated if nobody knows.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I didn't, that must have been in the last couple of days, because I didn't see.
Yeah, he says version 3.0.0.
Perfect. So that's good. So everybody take note of that. Phoenix has been updated. That's still my go-to third-party add-on is Phoenix. I really like it for the live options, and I still like it for the sports. So it's good to know that they have updated that, and they're keeping going on the programming of it.
Okay, so Otis is just saying that he's going to dump the Fire Stick and then reload it, and he's going to let us know.
What was, sorry, I lost you there.
He's going to dump the Fire Stick and then reload it, and then let us know.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. It's always good if you're going to be making changes, especially to one version to another, and then throw the ARM file on and go from there. I don't think you'll have any problems at all if you do it that way. So that's good.
Okay. Where's the best place to buy a Raspberry Pi 3? It says apparently $35 on Amazon, but maybe when you try to buy it, it comes up $70 plus freight. Yeah,
so there is a really good site online called Adafruit. Adafruit are the ones that sell all of the Raspberry Pi. Now the only thing is, being in Canada, you are going to pay import fees. There is also a company, a Canadian company called Sayal, S-A-Y-A-L. They do sell online. They only get limited quantities, whereas Adafruit tend to have large quantities. But the Sayal company, they have them online. They sometimes get some specials. I know they have a store in Burlington. I go in there quite regularly. And you can get some fairly good pricing on them. Again, you got to think of what the dollar is right now with the American dollar. So, you know, you're going to be looking at probably around $60 at the end of it, but still reach for a microcomputer and all the things you can do with it. So let's go with, we'll say Adafruit is the #1. They carry everything. And then Sayal, I would say #2. Amazon, they're going to give you the best price on what they have. You could wait 3 days, you could wait 10 weeks for it. Depends on where it's coming from.
Okay, Bob wants to know, how do you find new add-ons with reviews?
How do you find new, oh, okay, so The best thing to do as far as new add-ons coming out are to watch shows like mine, watch Joe Nobody, watch Husham shows. Dimitri has some fantastic reviews, and constantly he's reviewing the new add-ons, third-party Kodi add-ons that are coming out. So the best way to get the information is right here on YouTube, whether it's through me or any of the others I've just mentioned. And I would suggest that you you subscribe to Dimitriology, to Husham, and to Joe Nobody. And they are the ones that are going to keep you up to date with the newest add-ons that are coming out.
Okay, so Craig says Phoenix TV, Phoenix Sports, and Phoenix new releases are added.
Oh, fantastic. Mm-hmm. So that's good news, because we know now that they're going to keep it up and running. It takes a lot of time to do this, guys. I mean, you know what? This isn't a 5-minute thing. These third-party developers are dedicating endless hours of programming, of getting the links, of getting the servers updated. You know what? And one thing I can really say is I'm really happy about the fact that on my YouTube channel and what Stream and Wend and I are doing, nobody complains. Nobody ever really says that these links are down and this isn't working. And you know what? Links do go down, and that's what this is all about. And that's why we have these shows, is because we want to help everybody out and guide you in the right direction. You have to have a little patience for something like this, but you know what? These guys work hard. Guys and women work very hard, endless hours to keep all this up and running. So you know what? Kudos to all the third-party developers out there. And it's nice to see that Phoenix hasn't thrown in the towel, as a lot of people did over the last couple of months. We lost a lot of good developers, which is a shame, but it's nice to get this feedback and see that all these add-ons are still going and you guys are still getting what you need out of this.
So Rock Crusher and Woody are now in VidTime add-on.
They are. They are. So Woody kind of disappeared quickly when everything started, and it was nice to see that he went over to VidTime very quickly. Great reviews. They're doing really well. You know what? It's nice. It's also nice to switch up teams every once in a while. Sharing knowledge is it's great, and if you can get in with different people, you can share different things. So yeah, that's where they are, and they're doing a very good job so far.
So Otis is looking for the best add-ons to watch NCAA basketball tournaments.
I would say that DNA Pro right now is very good. Castaway is still the sort of the sports double replacement. So I would suggest as well going to Castaway. But DNA Pro, what about Live Mix, Wend? Is there much sports?
You know what? I'm not a big sports watcher myself, but I think Live Mix might be worth trying out for sure.
Yeah, because I haven't really used that one, but I think it's pretty close to DNA Pro, so I would suggest, sure, yeah.
Oh, apparently he tried Castaway and it wasn't, he couldn't find what he's looking for, yeah. Live Mix or DNA Pro?
Yeah. Yeah, and you know, one of the ones that a lot of people forget about is NaviX. And NaviX is a fantastic add-on. The difference with NaviX is it's sort of like a full version on its own, like it's a complete program on its own. So it takes a few clicks to get into the actual program, and once you're into it, it's almost like you're into a different operating system. They have been around for a very long time and have really good links. You know what, the only time I really suggest you sort of steer away from it is with kids, just because the content in there is very open, and it would be very hard to sort of lock it down. So that's when I sort of steer people away from it. But if you have NaviX installed, or if you do not, go into your add-ons and put it on your list, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. There is tons of sports on NaviX, and I think you'll find everything you need on there as well. Have you ever tried that one, Wen?
I haven't tried that one. I've seen it, but I haven't ever looked at it.
Yeah, you have that one, I think, Barb, don't you?
Sure.
NaviX? No.
You watch sports, Barb?
Well, you might recognize the icon that's green and bright and flashy, and
I think we do
It says
have it.
Navi on it.
yeah, it says Navi. Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. No, I think you do have it, but that one, like I say, if you have kids, I would steer away from it, just because it's very difficult to sort of keep them out of sections, or put a password on that specific add-on. But I believe you'll be able to get everything you need if you go into NaviX as far as sports goes. Definitely.
There we go.
What are you guys up to?
We shed some light on the situation.
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay.
We were living in the dark.
Or I am, anyway.
How many people have we got? We've got 13 people watching. That's pretty good, guys. Usually an hour after the show airs, we're up to 200 views. So we may have a little bit less today just because I switched nights. And again, I do apologize for that, but I physically was unable to do the show yesterday. So we're going to get back on track for our Thursdays. And I think maybe one of these evenings we might do maybe an on-location thing. So we'll do an outside, we'll have maybe we'll be sitting poolside, and we'll be doing a nice show from there. Yeah, did somebody say mood lighting? That's exactly what it is, mood lighting. These things are very important. Gotta have mood lighting.
You have to have ambiance.
Yeah, gotta have ambiance.
Oh no, apparently you clashed with Husham.
Who, me? Tonight
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Tonight, yes.
Yeah, only tonight, and that, like I said, that's because I moved the show. But and right now the UK have not changed their times, so there's only a 4-hour time difference between the UK and us right now. Once we get back to the 5 hours, that won't be a problem again. And I would never intentionally put my time the same as Husham's, but I just did it because I wanted to make sure we got this show in before the end of the week. And I didn't want to miss it for an entire week. So like I said, next week we're back to Thursdays at 7 p.m. And by then, Husham should be sleeping because it's the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Here, this is for Barb. There you go. Happy birthday, Barb.
Oh, that looks beautiful.
And then maybe, or this one. How about that one? Add a little excitement to
It
the
looks
show.
like Penny.
No, it doesn't look like Louie.
Louie, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Or you want me to turn that off? I'll turn that off.
Oh, it's only 11:34 in the UK.
What's that?
It's only 11:34 in the UK.
Yeah, see, so I don't know when they change their times.
I don't know.
Maybe next weekend. I don't know, but for now, there's only 4 hours difference. So, but I would never ever go on the same time as Husham. I didn't do it on purpose. I wanted to go on his show yesterday as well before mine, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't pull it off.
Nice hat.
Happy birthday! I can't sing happy birthday. Ooh, today it's your birthday.
Na 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 na.
Having a good time.
Na 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 na.
It's Barb's birthday.
John thinks you're crazy.
Who does?
John?
John, do you like it when we're
You're crazy.
John, I'm very sorry. I'm the non-tech friend, so I have to provide entertainment other ways.
Yes.
By humor.
Oh.
Let's cast a vote. Does anybody want to see Barb back next week?
Yay.
Come on, we need to bring Barb back. Oh.
Oh.
Where's everybody going? How many people? We got 14 people. If I get to 30 people tonight, so we've got a half hour left, I'm going to give away one of my loo boxes. Okay, we're going to get
Come on, people, get
30
on.
people. One free loo box will be given away. So we're
John says happy birthday, Barb.
So
Thanks,
share,
John, very much. I really appreciate that.
Share the link, guys. Let's get it out there. We had kind of a miserable rainy week, this week?
Yeah.
It was kind of like blasé.
It is.
I guess it'll bring all the flowers and everything.
It's washing it all away, so we have a nice time.
Yeah, that's true. I think I'm going to change my hat, though.
Good idea.
Okay, gentlemen, let's hear some. Oh, good Lord.
What? That one good or no? No.
You look kind of like a clown.
How about this one?
Okay. Thanks, Jonas.
Bob says the UK springs forward on Sunday.
Oh, this week. Oh, good. We won't have any problems with Husham's show. That's fantastic. I don't like interfering. He had a great Periscope today. He made me feel like I was back at home again. He did. He did a Periscope in his car, and he did it live this morning. It was like, I don't know, 8 o'clock our time. So around lunchtime. And yeah, he was driving around London, around Harrow, and he went into KFC, the drive-through, so I could see what was on the menu. It was kind of fun. Made me feel like I was back home again. So thanks for that, Husham. I enjoyed that. All right, this isn't answering much technology questions, or many, I should say. That wasn't very good English, was it?
Forward on the 27th. Okay, not bad.
No, we're all just being friends right now.
We are. We're just hanging out.
That's right. So come on, everybody. Let's have some more questions so I can learn some more tech stuff.
We're at 15 people. Yeah, so like I say, I did a few videos this week. So you can watch my DNA Pro video. I put that in there. And I'm going to edit some more, get those videos up for you tomorrow over the weekend, which is going to be a little bit more of the Raspberry Pi. I don't know what you guys would like to see. If you'd like to see more Pi stuff, please let me know. It's great to have the feedback. It makes it a lot easier when putting the videos together. I can do Windows 10 videos, Mac videos, whatever you'd like to see. And I can even do some more videos on the settings within Kodi. I had a lot of good feedback for the settings and the setup type. But you know what? Send me the email, Savytechgirl@gmail.com, and then I can definitely sort of cater to what you guys are looking for. So what else have we got? Any other questions, Wen? We got quite a few people, looks like, in the chat.
A lot of people wishing Barb happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Barb.
Okay, so Bob wants to explain the Beast. I have the Beast, actually. I really like it. But you go ahead.
No, go ahead, Wen. You've been using it. Let's hear your feedback on it.
I've only been using it for a week. But I would recommend it. I know you did use it as well.
Yep, I was using it. I run it still on one of my builds, yep.
So, yeah, explain the Beast, I know. I'm not sure what he means either, Craig, but Bob, do you want to maybe explain the Beast?
So I think that my guess would be, maybe he doesn't. So the Beast is a build.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there's different builds and different developers will create a build. So the idea is if I'm going to create a build, I'm going to look at the way I would do it is I would look at the add-ons that I feel would be most beneficial for people. I would pick add-ons that are getting updated on a regular basis. And I would want to make sure that I put things in there like purging packages, maybe clearing your cache. So it's all built in together. So when you install the build onto your system, everything's there for you. You don't have to worry about installing add-ons. You don't have to worry about any of that. It automatically updates for you. And the Beast is one of the builds. So I know that Bob has been using Spince TV.
Oh, yeah.
And I like Spince TV. I'm still going to give Spince TV a 9 out of 10. I like it. And did you reinstall that one, Wen, or you're just using?
You know what? I have Spince TV downstairs on the kids' TV, but the new version, I think it's 2.0. Is that correct? Yeah, and then the beast is upstairs in our family room.
Okay. Have you tried using different profiles yet?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so that's what I want. I want you to do that this week, okay?
Oh, I have homework now.
Yeah, and
I already have lots of homework. I told you that.
I want everybody that's watching today, if you haven't done this so far, so I would like you to create a new profile on Kodi, and I have a video for that. There's a video on my YouTube channel, and try and install a different build. So you can, it would be like your Windows machine. So you log into Windows and you have, say, your administrative, and then you have your guest account. So you can have 2 accounts, but they both look completely different. So you can do exactly the same thing on your Kodi. So set them up and have 2 different builds and just see how you can switch back and forth, because you know what, you may have somebody in your family that likes the simplicity of just the out-of-the-box version of Kodi, and then maybe you would like to have, you know, the third-party add-ons set up a little bit differently. So I would suggest that I want to see people do that this week, and I want to get some feedback on it and see how you like to have the ability to be able to switch between builds, and let me know what you think. So I want you to do that this week once we get you updated.
Homework.
Yeah.
All right. How do I find out how much MB is a build before installing it? I don't know what MB is.
Megabytes.
Megabyte. Oh, okay.
Right. So in order to do that, go into your under Kodi, go to your system, and then go to your settings screen, and it'll actually show. It'll give you that information. So it'll show you what's available. Let me just see if I can get a quick snapshot for that, like for you on that. Hang on a second. See if I can get a snapshot. I don't know if anybody out there is running Kodi 17 yet, but I mentioned it last week. If it is something that you are currently running, there really at this point is no support for that. So please don't be emailing and stuff and expecting instantaneous answers, because currently it is not supported. It hasn't been officially released, although there is a beta version. I have been a beta tester for many, many years, and one of the things you realize is you do not get support. So please don't expect any support for things like that. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you for just a second here. And is it going crazy?
Yeah, it's going a little crazy.
Yeah, let me try it again. It might still go crazy. It's not going to work. Okay, well, if you go into your settings, and then from settings go into summary, I believe it is, and there it's going to give you things like your CPU usage, it's going to give you your memory used, and it'll give you things like your IP address, the version, the operating system version you're running. So check it out first, make sure you've got enough space left, and then you can install another build. There's some of the builds out there that are tiny, and or you know what, maybe you just create 2 profiles and have the basic running on both, but it would just be nice for people to see how you can switch back and forth, profile to profile. You can delete profiles after, you don't have to keep them there, but I think it's just good practice for everybody. And then if you've got any problems, any questions, just send me an email or direct message me on Twitter, and I can help you out for sure.
Okay, so John says that he is using 16 Jarvis, but he still prefers 15.2.
Yeah, I still prefer 15.2. Is that Hi-Fi? Hey, Hi-Fi, how's it going? Hi-Fi's here. Say hi to Hi-Fi, guys. Hush,
Hi,
them.
Hi, Hi-Fi.
Hush, you want to join? But Hi-Fi. Maybe they'll join us.
Okay, join us.
Okay, hang on a second. See if they want to join. Let me see. Let me find them. Push them. Let's get him in here. And hi-fi too. We should try and get hi-fi in here too. Let's see. I just sent him the link. Let's see if he accepts our invitation.
Okay. Retired tech guy?
Yep. We're live, Mike. Yep.
He brought you a tea.
Yes, he did. Savytechgirl.
Oh, are we live?
Hey, Husham, we're live.
Oh, wow, we're live.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm getting better. I've been a little bit sick, but I'm getting better.
Yes, I heard you were not feeling well.
Would you like to meet my best friends?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we have Wendy, Streamin' Wen, so she helps me with the chat room.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
And we have Barb. Barb's our non-technical friend, but she's just because it's her birthday. So Husham, I was telling you how you did Periscope today.
Sorry, what?
I told them how you did Periscope today.
Oh, yeah.
That was great. I loved it.
I was driving while I was doing Periscope. It was an interesting, different style Periscope.
It was fantastic.
Oh my God.
I felt like I was back at home again.
Oh my God.
So Husham, we were talking about the Arduino. Do you know anything about the Arduino?
Oh.
Here it is. A little microcomputer. So it's a little bit like a Raspberry Pi, but you have to do more programming than you would on a Raspberry Pi. You never used one before?
I never used one. No.
So hang on a second, guys. I got someone making a little bit of noise here. I can't hear anything. Okay, sorry, I'm back. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty neat. I use them for things like automating sprinkler systems, and you can use them for automating your house, like turning lights on and off. You can connect it. No, seriously, you can connect it to your, build a little program, connect it to your iPhone. I'm going to use it for automating my dad's solar panels on his swimming pool. Right, so you can have it when the sun comes out, let's say for 10 minutes, then the solar panels will open and start heating the pool, and then if the sun goes in have a timer on it, when the clouds come over for so many minutes, then it'll turn it off, and yeah, it's like $20 little microcomputer. Arduino.
Wow.
Fantastic.
I don't see, this is the difference between me and Savvy. She actually goes around and look for new technology. I just go around with Kodi stuff.
Yeah. I love it. I'm making, right now I'm in the middle of, here, I'll just show you this, guys. This is a little bit of what I'm in the middle of making. Okay, so this is the Raspberry Pi. Everybody see that? Raspberry Pi. And then I've got my little screen here. That's for my car. This is a little 7-inch LCD screen. So I'm going to run the car Pi on it. So I'll have all my, the temperature of the water in my car, maybe my gas, like my gas consumption, my fuel consumption will be on there. Intake temperature, things like that. So it's endless. The things you can do with it are endless, right? And I explained to everybody that I don't usually have a show the same time as you, but because I was sick yesterday, I didn't want to miss my show today, so I had one today. And your clocks haven't changed yet.
No, my clock hasn't changed. My clock is still
so you're only
outdated.
4 hours. You're only 4 hours, so I said I wasn't intruding on your time. I just
no, it's fine. You know what, Savvy? I really did miss you, honestly. And I saw the notification that you have your live show, and I thought, I'll I really want to be with her. I'm glad she's actually feeling much better. But you said that you were feeling much better in Periscope, but I showed it to my kids, and they were saying, "Oh, Sammy's much better now." Yes, I said, "Yeah, she's much better
Oh,
now."
good.
That's nice.
Sammy's back.
Sammy's back.
He's pretty sick, but I'm feeling a lot better now.
That's good.
So yeah, so we were talking about some third-party add-ons. Do we have any more questions, Swen?
Okay, let me see here. Okay, so Retired Tech Guy is just mentioning that if he does have 3 profiles, and everyone needs to be aware that that does take up that much more storage, right? So I'm not sure if you hit on that or not.
Yeah, and again, like I said, you wouldn't have to put a build on it. You could just run it and see what it's like to have 2 different profiles. But a lot of people I know do like to let their kids maybe have a certain setup, and then they can have their own setup as well. So it's nice just to try it out and see the possibilities of what you can do with it. And you can, like you say, you can, especially in the Raspberry Pi 3, or depending on what box you're using, but increase the size of the card. Right now I have a 32 gig in my Raspberry Pi. Obviously I do a lot more than what most people do with them, but still it's pretty cheap to upgrade, right? So
Yes, it is.
yeah. What do you think, Husham? Do you just use one profile, or if you got multiple?
I don't like the idea of multiple profiles, you know. I just like to use one profile, put everything in there. The reason is with multiple profiles that I don't like is that it's like double the memory, double the cache, double the packages. It's annoying. That's one thing. The other thing is, like, if you use multiple profiles, you end up with, like, do you want to make it secure, or do you maintain, and then do you need to maintain it? Every time you go jump into the other profile, you might have to update the add-ons. You might have to update the thing. So I don't like to use those probably, you know, too many profiles.
I like it with well, like when you've got different family members. You know, somebody wants to, especially depending on the type of group you're catering to. So you might have some people that are very basic on what they want to do, and you have a husband and wife, and the husband he's used to seeing something, and then the wife all of a sudden, and I always find this, that the wife is usually a little bit later coming on board with Kodi. It seems to be the husband that initiates the conversation and gets the box and starts using it, and then the wife comes along, and I tend to find they want 2 totally different things. So that's where I've started using the multiple profiles, and I use it for testing them. I like to just jump between them and test them all out. So, but yeah, obviously it takes up more memory and stuff. So.
You see, don't get me wrong. I mean, the multiple profile is a good idea. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's, you customize the profile. You get like a special way of every person to get your own setup. But do you want to do that? That's the thing. It's like,
nah, you know me. I love doing crazy stuff.
I know.
Unlike you, who drives around London periscoping with the police behind you.
Well, they were behind me and they were in front of me as well today. It's like, I was really crazy.
And he almost got hit by a double-decker bus, Barb.
No! Oh my goodness!
It's fantastic.
A lot of drama.
And I like that. I thank you for going back to KFC for me.
Yeah, just so I can show you the list, because I have to go back.
No, I wanted to see the menu. I wanted to see if it was like ours over here.
So I showed her the menu very quickly, and I moved away, and then she said, I haven't seen the menu, so I had to drive back to the U-turn.
That was very kind of you.
Yeah. Quick, I couldn't see it. He was there, and then he was gone. I was like, Husham, go back. I can't see the menu.
Okay, so is it the same or not?
Yeah, it's the same.
Oh, okay.
But the difference is that this KFC that I went to was actually halal, so it's cool for me.
Yeah, you were in Harrow this morning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna go to Rochester for me? only
No
5 hours, isn't it? Only 5?
Only 5 hours. Only 5 hours. You want me to go there? Damn it.
Check the KFC.
Oh, you gonna start doing that on a regular basis?
Periscope. I think I'm enjoying the fact that I go to Periscope and I just be myself.
That's great.
And you know what I like about Periscope is that I just go there and see the hearts. You know, hearts.
I know. I gave you hearts.
It does get like a little bit of I don't know. It's like really cool.
Yeah, I gave you tons of hearts this morning.
I know. I saw that. Really cool.
I like Periscope. I haven't done Periscope a lot, but I thought that was great that you were in the car driving around, going around the roundabouts. Barb, you would have loved it.
I love the roundabouts, just so you know.
You know, it was great.
We have those here too.
No, not like in England.
I don't know.
No, I told Husham we've got about 3 of them in Canada.
No, we have tons. Go out like to Cambridge way and well.
Yeah, Cambridge is right. Cambridge has got 7, I think.
One after the other.
Where is those two? Sorry, two ladies. Where are you based?
They're in Canada.
We're in
Canada.
Canada.
Yeah, we're in Canada.
Oh, I heard you say Cambridge and everything. I thought maybe you're in the UK.
No,
No, I'm talking about a city.
I wish I was in the UK.
so all of our cities and towns, Husham, are named after the British cities and towns.
Oh, okay. That makes much more complicated things. All right.
Yeah, like my parents live in Grimsby.
Wow.
And then we have Cambridge, we have Essex, London,
Wow.
Chatham. Oh yeah, we stole them all.
Exactly like same thing.
Yeah, we stole them all. They're just not as pretty as the British towns, and we don't have the pubs. But don't get me wrong, I do love Canada.
Maybe
I think you guys need to see the trains. I mean, have you seen the trains here in the UK? It's like this one here. I filmed this one.
Okay,
Look at this train. Look at this train. Oh, it's like, oh my God, it's gonna hit me. Oh, shit. Nice train. Nice train.
Barb went on a train in England with me. She went over there with me.
I did 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I loved it.
I'll tell you something that's really interesting about the trains. They have not changed ever since the 1970s.
Nope.
So,
So they have the same drivers too, I think.
yeah, same people, same everything. They kind of like they have one set mind, same train, same underground, same system. Bloody hell.
Oh, now you're at a golf course.
Oh, no, actually, this is the park. This is actually the park.
Park.
I just filmed in there.
that's what their parks look like.
Mhm.
Golf courses.
It looks less exciting the way I'm making it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
You
I
guys,
have a question actually for Husham from John.
yeah.
I think he wants to know, it's a spelling error, but I'm pretty sure he's asking, have you got a Raspberry Pi?
Oh, Raspberry Pi. No, I don't have a Raspberry Pi. I bought one and gave it to my son. And I told him, go build it up. And he said, are you kidding me?
So is he going to?
Yeah, I asked him to go build it up, the way you want to, because I gave him like all sort of different things.
Yeah.
But he says, nah, I don't have time for this homework and stuff like that. And you want me to build something? Get out of here, my dad.
Oh, come on. Husham's son makes really good snacks for him before he goes on air.
Ooh.
Like he makes
my son.
chocolate-filled crepes for it.
Yeah.
I know, he's always bringing him stuff. I don't get all that stuff.
I have the best catering service in my house.
Cups of tea, he gets everything. Well, I get cups of tea too. Mike brought me a cup of tea.
I saw you get a cup of tea.
Well, see, there you go. So what else going on in the technology world, girls, guys, anything?
SPMC is got improved.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, Kodi, the developer of Kodi, has left Kodi due a dispute between themselves. But I think that they are actually they're okay. I think they just go in separate ways. Now, Coing is actually going into developing the SPMC much better, and he's putting lots of the drivers that doesn't work with Kodi on the Android boxes. It works on the SPMC. So SPMC 16.1 is out.
Is it?
Yeah.
When did they release that? This week?
Oh well, I mean, I saw the article yesterday, so I'm guessing he released it this week. Yeah, you're right. Maybe.
Fantastic. So that's good news.
Yeah, I wrote about it in my website, but
Okay.
I have no idea when he actually did release it. You can go download it from the SPMC website.
Yep. All right. Perfect. Good. See what happens when you're sick? You miss everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so John is clarifying here for Hisham. He says, no, I think he's asking for an app to go with Periscope.
Oh, an app to Periscope?
Yeah, I think so.
That will be so cool if we have another app for Periscope.
Yeah, because there's only the one. It's just the Periscope app, right?
Yeah, Periscope goes into the iPhone and Samsung.
Yeah. Yeah. And all it does is it uses your... So same company. They just Twitter came out with Periscope for audio-video feeds.
Like, how is that different from FaceTime?
Well, you can immediately, if you're using your, so you use your Twitter account with Periscope, and it sends it out live. So you click broadcast live, and whoever subscribes to your Twitter is what can have the ability to watch you live, whereas FaceTime is more of a you want someone to join, right?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So John is still trying to clarify with me. He says no, a PA.
Does that mean he wants me to say that if I've got a personal assistant?
Oh, maybe.
Well, I would love to have a personal assistant. Just John volunteering.
No, a PA. So,
okay, I don't know.
Tom, do you want to clarify for us?
Have you got a PA to push them?
Let's just spell it out.
No, a PA to go with the Periscope. I'm confused.
I'm confused as well.
John, what's a PA?
Okay, I don't know.
We'll find out maybe.
Okay,
I'm sure when he said Google, I'll go, oh, that.
What?
Drum roll, please.
Okay, where is it?
So, Barb, what do you think of the live show? Do you like it?
I love your show. I love everything about it.
Oh, a PA, a loudspeaker.
Oh.
A loudspeaker.
Wrong sound. Sorry.
That works.
I meant this one.
Thanks,
Hisham doesn't need a loudspeaker. You mean when he's doing Periscope, does he use a loudspeaker in his car?
No, I actually just use the phone.
Yeah, you do, eh? You're using your iPhone 6.
Was it okay? You know, iPhone 6. Was it okay?
Fantastic. A couple of times it was a little bit bumpy, but honestly, that feed was great. It really was. And I think tomorrow I'm going shopping with Stream and Wend and Barb, and we make a Periscope tomorrow, right, ladies?
Oh my gosh, let's do it.
Yeah. I think we may Periscope.
Okay, so Hi-Fi is kind of apologizing. He said it was a great show. He's still here, and he's working on the add-on, and he couldn't join.
Oh, thanks, Hi-Fi. I appreciate you coming in. That's fantastic. You know what? I've said it before. Hisham and Ron and Dimitriology, you guys are fantastic. You keep everything going. You share your knowledge, and I think it's great that you guys are doing what you're doing. And if I say it once, I'll say it a million times. These guys are all top-notch. So.
Yay!
Barb uses Kodi sometimes. No, she does use Kodi. You use it to watch stuff with your granddaughter, right?
Yes, I do. I do use it all the time, and it's fabulous.
She loves it.
Very much so.
Fantastic.
press the thumbs up, guys, and don't forget, share this video, and you'll see more Savvy Show.
Yeah. So yeah, we're pretty much coming to the end now. It's we've been on an hour. I hope that we've answered some questions. And next week I'll be back to my regular time, which is Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, this week I was sick, so I moved it to Friday night, but we'll be back regular time next week. So if you guys need to get a hold of me, Savytechgirl@gmail.com. On Twitter, send me a direct message at Savytechgirl, and check out my blog, Savytechgirl.com. So thanks, everybody, for joining. Thanks, Husham, for stopping by.
No worries. Tell everybody here, please join, press the like. You can see here everybody's watching me right now. So
like, everybody. Come on.
That's like.
Likes. And Stream Wendy, you'll be back with us next week.
I will.
And thanks, Barb, for joining us. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much for
Happy
inviting
birthday.
me.
Can't wait to Periscope tomorrow, so watch out for us, guys, because we're going to be
I'm going to watch out. I'm going to watch you out.
We'll be Periscoping tomorrow. So I'm going to sign off now. Thank you, everybody. Send the questions through, and we will see you next week. So bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, guys. See you later.
Bye. Bye.